You know what, Josh? I should put on sunglasses. Dead ass though. All right, all right, all right. We are ready. Maximize your Facebook week 2. Oh my gosh. So before we even dive in, what I wanted to ask you guys, if you want to send in the chat, and you know what, I think there's enough of you here. We could even potentially do like a fun little breakout room vibe. You know what? Let's do that. We're gonna get down and dirty in breakout rooms, and I just want you to talk about things that you've noticed on Facebook, things that you've done since week 1, and kind of just like share ideas with each other, what you've seen that's working, that's not working, things and beliefs that are popping up. We're gonna spend about 10 minutes doing this, so I'm gonna put you guys in breakout rooms. So this will be so fun. I'm just gonna assign 2 breakout rooms and see what happens. All right. Autumn, join the breakout room. I think Autumn like walked away from her computer for a minute, so
Okay.
and so I was like, I'll just come in this one. Okay, so what are some things that you've like noticed that you're feeling good about that you still have questions on?
So I like changed everything in my bio, in my cover photo and stuff like that. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good.
Do you feel like you kind of got some people like seeing it like the why can I speak? Did they like your cover photo at all, or like your new pro pic, or like what do you
So I checked this morning and then I asked a question in the group, but like I don't think anyone answered it. But it's okay.
okay.
Let me see. Mm, yeah, no.
No,
No one
I
answered. But
literally
honestly, I don't even care because it looks so fucking better than what it did last time. So I'm
I
happy.
was gonna say, honestly, what I've noticed is like a lot of people are like so quiet, and then they just like they're like, "Hey, I'm interested in your services."
Right, right.
So it's like they don't even show the engagement, but they know. Like now, I feel like your audience just knows about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's like the number one sign. So that's really good. Did
Yes,
Autumn
I'm
say?
excited because on my Instagram I have so many hot leads now. It's actually insane. And they literally came out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere.
Planting the seeds, right? And like
No,
putting
I've literally been consistent like every fucking day because I was like, okay, no. I'm going to blow up this year, dead ass. So I've just been like doing it every single day and it's just fucking awesome. It's awesome.
Red Hat following is like life changing, right?
No, I swear that is a course that everyone has to fucking do because that was like the best thing ever, and it actually changed the game for me and my content and my business and everything.
Yay. Oh my God, I love that. That's so good to hear. Yeah. And so and it's always like I think the hard part about business is that it pays off, right? It's like the investment sucks, but then it comes back. It just takes time. And that's how you know you're doing business authentically and right.
Right.
Because when it's not or it's inauthentic, it's very quick to see results very quick, but then you crash and burn, right?
Yeah.
So no, I'm really, really happy that you are seeing that success. And yeah, it'll come with Facebook too. People just like need to get used to it. Like people, I feel like are weird.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, but okay, cool. Okay, now that Autumn's here. Hi, Autumn. I'm gonna
Hey,
go to the other
Hi,
room for a
sorry.
minute. That's okay.
Put my laundry.
I figured I was like, she'll come in whenever.
It really just comes down. It just comes down to, I guess, like messaging sometimes. Like I've at least noticed, and especially like on Instagram. Like Instagram, people are just so like ready to be like, okay, If you say something that they can just like pick at, they will, especially on like if you get like a reel or something that like ends up taking off. But on
Oh,
Facebook, I'm just like excited because I feel like Facebook is a lot more of like your own community and that's like going to be pretty exciting too.
mhm.
Cool. Pam, did you already share?
Yeah.
And are we feeling good?
Mhm.
We're both at like the
Well,
same point. We're ready to move forward.
we were talking about Facebook groups, not our own personal, but like Facebook groups. Like there's like weight loss groups out there, and then how you like me as the coach ask a question there or something, and then there's gonna be a people who reply, and then there's other coaches there who trying to steal. And then when a random person, like someone who asks a weight loss help, you get a bunch of answers, but you also notice that there's also fake ones there, like selling just weight loss products that are not sustainable, stuff like that. And I'm like, how do I talk to this person? She's probably approached by a lot of people already.
Oh, that's a great question. I'm excited to dive into groups. You're gonna be
I'm
my
not a fan. I'm not a fan of competition, so that scares me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at it as like competition. I just look at it as like people trying to also get as many clients as they can. And
Mm,
like good for them. I hope they do well. But like you're gonna find the right people that are gonna enter your world perfectly for you at the right time, for sure. Yeah. And like also like the cool thing is we can learn from our competition too.
true.
Makes
Yeah.
what makes you unique and separates you from the others, and I think that's huge because you want the people that realize that you're unique and that they want to work with you because you're you and not just because you're a weight loss coach, because it's a even for me, like former athletes, a pretty vague category. Like you could still work with any former athlete coach to a sense, or any weight loss coach, but you want people to work with you because they want to work specifically with you, like you feel that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Sweet. We'll close out and we'll finish up in the main room.
Sweet.
I guess Autumn and Jasmine are talking. All right, welcome back, guys. Cool. So anything you want to share, not share, questions about? I guess you probably wouldn't share things you don't want to share, but questions about anything like that? You can either unmute and call out, or you can just send in the chat. I know we had some pretty good chats. Did anyone want to give, either Autumn or Jasmine or Pam or Josh, want to give like a overview kind of like on what you both chatted about? Because there were two totally different conversations in both.
Me and Josh and I talked about Facebook groups, like not your own, like the ones out there, and how there's like a high volume of people there, and it's like there's kind of a little bit competition, but I mean you can learn from it, learn from those your competitors.
Yeah, it's like a little overwhelming. There's like a lot of people that comment on a lot of posts and stuff when you're trying to group hack. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Autumn and Jasmine, what'd you guys touch on? Anything?
We just basically talked about like how we're both starting our Facebook groups and like just talking about like low engagement, because we both experience like low engagement in our groups and how hard it is to get people to want to interact at first. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel that. I mean, I literally posted like, what are your favorite conversation starters in my Facebook group the other day? Nobody answered. And I was like, Okay.
Mhm.
But as I was like talking to Jasmine too, like it's just planting the seeds, because even Jasmine and I were saying like how since Red Hot Following, she's just like all of a sudden getting all of these people who are just like in her DMs, hot leads, and like that was back in March, right? And so it's like sometimes you just got to give it a couple months. So yeah, so we're gonna dive into that too, which is really exciting, because like I'm definitely in that silence phase in my Facebook group. And it's so funny because I can't wait for you guys to see how it like over the next 8 weeks, you're gonna see the Facebook group get better. So I'm excited for you to see my growth. And that's why I actually launched this at this time and decided to grow the group, because I've done it in the past. So yeah. So cool. Okay, so with all that being said, I'm so glad we did this little group chat, breakout rooms. And just a reminder, we do have our giveaway. If you share the Facebook mini mastermind on your story, you'll get a $50 gift card to anywhere you want, which is really cool. Just make sure to tag me, and you'll be entered for each time that you share this. So if anyone is watching the replay, definitely make sure to tag me. Call number 2, building a Facebook group. So this is big. Can you send the banner in the group chat? Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Can you remind me? Okay, cool. So building a Facebook group. So pretty much the number one thing, which I think most of us know, is to join other Facebook groups. How many of you guys are part of other Facebook groups? Just give me the head nod, hand up. Okay, so here's the thing. Those other Facebook groups do not need to be weight loss groups or mindset groups if you're a mindset coach, or like it doesn't have to be what you do. It can actually be other things. And I'm going to give you an example. I really like to join groups of things that I enjoy. Okay. So when I was living out in San Diego, one thing I did was join a rollerblading group. And I went in that group and I asked if any entrepreneurs who can create their own schedule were free to rollerblade midday. Why would I ask that question? Well, 1, I loved to rollerblade midday. 2, I had some friends that could rollerblade. But 3, what am I looking to, who do I work with? Entrepreneurs, right? And so my goal was to actually pick out all of the entrepreneurs who lived in San Diego that rollerbladed. We would connect, and they're a potential person that can be a part of my world. Okay. That is one way that I grew my group. And I had like 1 or 2 people comment, and then someone literally commented and was like, there's actually a San Diego rollerblading group. So I joined the San Diego rollerblading group and I asked the same question, and like 1 person answered, but it was like a bot. And I was like, darn, right? But it's still a really just a good, I thought it was probably my best example. I have 1,000 examples that I'm going to share with you guys, but it was probably one of my favorite examples of like how to really find people that like are in your niche. Okay. Another one could be, as a mindset coach, instead of joining mindset groups, join a book club group and ask people what they read for personal development and mindset. Like, boom, right? What are they going to start commenting? Oh, I really like to read, Atomic Habits. You've probably read that if you're a mindset coach, right? So then it's going to be really easy for you to say, oh my God, that's such a great book, and get into conversation with them. Okay. So start thinking of your hobbies. Start thinking of the things that you do. Start thinking of the things that you like to ingrain yourself in. And the reason being is because it's so much easier to relate and resonate with the audience. One thing that I've noticed, I'm part of these like, oh my God, all these entrepreneur groups. And it's really easy to just post your Facebook group and say, join and promote. And people will join your group, don't get me wrong, but it'll have like 500 comments of like people just promoting their shit, and nobody goes through and reads it. How many guys have seen that? Yeah. And do you guys go through and read what people are promoting, or do you just drop what you're promoting and keep scrolling? That's what every other fucking 499 people do. So what is the point of being in an entrepreneur promote yourself group when are you really promoting yourself? No, you're wasting your time. I've done it. I've tried it. I've literally like, I even still like, I try it sometimes to see. And so what I did is I did one of those and then I responded to every single comment with my free content guide. And I wanted people to download it and nobody downloaded it. I responded to 200 people and nobody downloaded it. I was like, this just says it all. They don't care. They just want to drop their shit. So if 200 people just want to drop their shit on a post, they don't care about your shit. Right? So don't drop yours. Don't waste your time. Okay? Number one piece of advice. So start joining groups that have your hobbies and making connections and nurturing. So even after this call, right? Like take a second and like start to ask yourself, what are things you like to do? I'm part of a ton of dog mom groups. I'm part of a ton of Philly, like it's like Philly dogs or like those types of groups. And I'll literally post pictures of my dog and just be like, hey, does anyone else have a mini Labradoodle? Or like literally, guys, she's sick right now. And I was like, hey, what do you guys do when your dog is like really bad diarrhea? Like things like that, dead ass. And I just start to talk to people. Now it's harder as an entrepreneur targeting entrepreneurs, right? Because like not everybody who has a dog is an entrepreneur, but it's really easy as a fitness coach or a mindset coach because most people could use workouts or mindset support, right? So that's just like a little twist there as well, right? So for me, I could also join different types of groups that business owners would be in, such as I think I'm part of like a speaking engagement group. So like 90% of people who speak or do speaking engagements are usually entrepreneurs, right? I'm actually a part of a lot of weight loss groups. Why? Because there's a lot of personal trainers and online fitness coaches in those weight loss groups, right? That's why I'm in those. Okay, not to try to get like normal human being clients, but rather to get my like those groups are my ideal client, not yours, right? Unless you're a business coach, right? So just a reminder on that too is like you don't have to be part of the weight loss stuff because think of all the other coaches that aren't taking advantage of the things outside of weight loss. It is so much easier to resonate with someone. When I was running my fitness company for teachers, I was only a part of teachers groups. It was like grumpy teachers, teachers who lift, teachers who, I don't know. It was just all these like teachers, elementary teachers, student teachers. Like I was part of all the teacher groups. Why do you think I signed so many damn clients? Why do you think so many people joined my Facebook group? Yeah, dude, Josh, Facebook groups get so specific. Like just search, like you could literally search like former athletes and I bet you'd find a Facebook group. Probably 10. Literally. I'm part of modeling groups, background, yes. Acting groups, hospitality groups, yes. Yes, Pam, exactly. So just like being able to like resonate, relate with people, that's going to be huge. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's more important that you're resonating with people than trying to pitch your services. Right? The reason why my teachers like blew up was because it was so like easy to collect them. It's like they're like change or something, but you get the gist, right? It was very easy to just like herd them in and be like teachers, right? Fitness for teachers. So if you're like, you know, like even Jasmine, like think of something that like you really enjoy doing all the time. Like there you can join Virginia groups, Alexandria, Virginia groups, right? You can literally join groups of like where you're located. Pitbull mom group, exactly, right? Start to resonate and relate, okay? So you start to resonate, you start to relate. Okay, a fitness coach. Okay, this is one of my former clients, Brian. He joined this like it was like a baseball dad group, and he asked them what they do in their free time or something. Yeah, Josh, join. Yes, literally. And he asked them like, yeah, Toronto nightlight. Pam, that's such a good idea. Think about it this way, guys. You're like, I see the light bulbs, right? Like, think of this. You can go into a nightlife group and say, hey guys, how do you save calories when you go out to drink? Or like, how do you track your alcohol? Or like, see what people say, right? Like, ask them questions and just see and resonate and relate, you know? Fitness coach joined a dad group and asked dads with it. So yeah, so my client Brian did that. He got like a post that had like over 400 comments on it. Never forget. And like hands down, he was like, I'm overwhelmed. But he was able to create and resonate and relate with a lot of those dads because he's a dad himself. And he invited them all to his Facebook group. It's just genius. It's just genius. Okay. And so that's how you can like, and it's not supposed to be in a way that's like scammy or sketchy or like trying to do it and like sell people. But I think it's a really great way to like actually just create your own discernment around who you want to work with, right? And inviting them to work with you. Bunch of single guys. Ugh. Well, maybe you can train single guys now, Pam. Okay. So yeah, so once you have that once you're in these Facebook groups, I commit to 20 minutes a day on Facebook, which usually adds up to asking a question in a group. People start to respond, asking a question in my own group. So you guys might want to write this down. Okay, this is what I do every single day on Facebook. I choose one group, by the way. Sometimes, and I'll like do it for like a week and then I'll switch groups. So choose one group, ask different questions in it. People will get to know you. People will start to respond. You can even post a picture of yourself and just say like, hey guys, like I'm Autumn, I'm blah, blah, blah. You don't even say what you do. I'm 22. I just graduated from Temple. I'm like super cool. I love to hang out with people at the park. I love to bike. Yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself. Right? I don't know why I gave you that attitude, Autumn, but there you are. Right? So literally, okay, choose one to two to even three groups. Post in one group per day. Okay, write this down. This is my 20 minutes of Facebook per day. I do it on LinkedIn right now as well. Okay? Post, and then the first day it's probably going to be less. Post in your Facebook group a question, a conversation starter. I have combo starters for you guys as well. I'm going to send it in the group chat. Okay? And then what I do is I honestly will like go through that Facebook group and my Facebook group, respond to any comments, resonate, relate, chat with people, and add them as friends if I feel like they would be a good client, if I feel like they're ideal. Once they accept the friend request, I invite them to my Facebook group. And sometimes, honestly, like sometimes I wait until they engage with something of mine. It depends how close you get. Sometimes I wait. Yeah, directly. Sometimes I wait. It depends. Yes, creating friendships and relationships first, then business. Yes, business is relationships. Don't ever forget that. Why do you think all of you guys are in my world right now? There is some part of you that's like, I love Arden as like, she's a great coach, but she's also a great person. And I have a relationship with her. She knows me. She knows my name. She knows probably like my dog's name. She knows like where I'm located. We were just talking about where we're located, right? You're not working with me because I'm going to like make you a fuck ton of money, which I will, but that's not the only reason, right? Just joined a hiking and Pitbull. Yes, hiking group, such a good idea. Yes. Yeah. And like, I'm just going to be so honest with you guys. The amount of groups I've been kicked out of just from posting a lot, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't take it personally. Just go find another one. Literally. I try to join public groups as well. Okay. Usually public, you can just post. Private, you have to request or like try to put, you know what I'm saying? And try to join groups that have a decent amount of people. Maybe like anywhere from like 5,000 to 10,000. It's a little less. That's okay too. All right. So start connecting with them, respond to their comments, connect with them, invite them as friend requests. You don't really need to mention them or chat them. I honestly do not really chat them. If I have them as a friend and they accept it, I don't really talk to them. I write it down. Okay. And I think I have, hold on, let me see if I have this. Yeah. I think this is something we're going to go over as well in the DM convo chat. Okay. So I have like a blank one for you guys. But like this is like the people. So I also have one. I actually don't know where it is. This isn't the right one. This is the DM combo one. Which I gotta add a few more people. But this is like the DM combo one. And this is kind of like what our conversations look like. But I also have one that you can add them as a friend. Sorry, my computer's so slow whenever I'm using Facebook. Okay. But I also have one where when they accept your friend request, you can put their name in. So then you know, okay, I got to invite them to my Facebook group. Okay. So that's something really important. For a while, guys, I was so unorganized about it. I literally just sat, I just like had a piece of paper and I just wrote down everyone's name once they accepted my friend request. But what's nice is like you can literally put it and then you can put Y or N if they like join your Facebook group. You can wait for them to engage with something. You don't have to. You can pretty much invite. Like you guys know, and I feel like can discern this best. Like if you feel like you had a really good conversation with them, and you feel like they would be someone that would actually want to be a part of your Facebook group, invite them. If you feel like you want to give it a little time, then just wait. Okay. Something you can also do is share your Facebook group on your page once you add like 5 new people. And say, hey guys, don't forget to join my fitness Facebook group. Okay. So some other ways that you can really dive in and build a Facebook group is by inviting your family and friends. I know it's like, oh my God. But when I say like my first 80 to 100 clients in my fitness company were like family and friends, like it really was. It was random people from college that would like just message me and be like, hey, like, I see you're doing fitness coaching. You look really good. Like, I'd really love to chat. Like, it was a lot of people that like I hadn't talked to in like 3 or 4 years that were just coming out of the blue. You can also offer clients who are already working with you or any other potential clients, family, friends to earn money for inviting people to your group. My client Elizabeth invited like 25 people and made like $25. So like you can literally say, I will pay you $1 for each person that joins my group. Right. And I actually did a promo on that in May and like it went pretty well. It went pretty well. Don't be afraid to share that you have a Facebook group on Instagram or on other social medias. I'd say like a lot of the people from my Instagram has joined my Facebook group. I also would say like Arden's advice is like a big mix of Instagram and Facebook people. And I got a lot of Instagrammers from like onto the Facebook group from Arden's advice, which I think all of you guys are part of it. It's like my group chat. Well, not really a group chat, my broadcast. Which everyone now all of a sudden wants written messages instead of audio messages. We'll see about that. They love the audios. I know. I'm like, damn, I just listen to them while I'm doing work, you know? But people have been asking me for written. All right, all right. Invite people in group programs to attend master classes. So like when you do your next master class, instead of promoting your one-on-one, promote to join your Facebook group. Right? Things like that. Send it out to your email list. If you guys have an email list, use them. I don't know if you guys got it today. I sent just like a value email and it was like really good. I liked it. I got like 3 or 4 people who responded. But I've also sent out email lists and been like, hey guys, join, you know, Arden's advice. Hey guys, I'm doing a morning meditation on Monday, like in the Facebook group, join the Facebook group, and people join. Send it out to your email list. Okay. Any questions so far? We're good. Okay. So other things that I do, and we're gonna dive deeper into this type of stuff as like this goes on. Like when I say like this is just kind of an overview of everything that we're gonna do over the next 4-5 calls. That's what this is. So like don't stress out if you're like confused. I usually like to give away freebies, okay? With like one actionable item, like one thing, right? So space in between, I give like an actionable item at the end. The content guide, it literally had 50 ideas of content at the end. That was like my one actionable item. Does that make sense? So it just gave you like one thing. So it was content ideas. You can collect emails through doing that. And I'm actually going to teach you guys how to build an opt-in form and how to create an email sequence, which is going to be a lot of fun because that's kind of going to go really hand in hand with Facebook because that's how I grow my email list. And so I figured you guys might vibe with that too. You can do like a weekly live. I do too. I do Arden's audits on Thursdays and meditation Mondays. And then when people join your Facebook group, you can gather emails for the email list. So I'm going to actually show you how to set that up. Okay. I love that. I can't spell. Facebook. Okay. These 7 to 8 p.m. calls are hard because I'm like an early ass riser. I'm like, oh my God. All right, bye, Pam. Okay. Look at that. I have a member request. That's cool. Oh, potential spam, pending approvals. Okay. So once you create, oh my gosh, someone left my group. I was so excited. I had 200. Heartbroken. No. Okay. So pretty much, okay. So 199 members. Okay. So you're going to come over here and there's this thing called membership questions. Okay. And so write these questions down. So I always ask, where did you hear about this group? Because if they heard from somebody else, okay, and they put that name, the referral gets $1 per person they refer to my group. So if you guys want to refer anyone to my Facebook group, you get $1. Not a bad gig, right? You refer 25 people, that's $25. You refer 100 people, that's $100. Okay. Then I also ask them what their email is. So that's where I will add them to my email list. And then I ask them if they're interested in hearing any more about my offers. Almost everybody, guys, puts yes. It's the craziest thing. I've been like, and so when they say yes, I actually don't message them, but I do, I'll email them separately outside of like my email list. I don't message them on Facebook though. You could message them. So let's see if this person answered the questions. Okay, so she didn't answer the membership questions. Okay. It looks like she's part of 169 groups. And because she didn't, I'm actually going to decline her. Sometimes you could decline and you can say why, but like I literally don't because like I know she's in here to group hack because she's part of 169 groups. Okay, so sometimes I'll approve them if I feel like they're like cool. You can see I actually have people have to request. Okay, they have to request to post. I usually approve this woman. She always is posting. And then let's see what this potential spam is. All right, fill out the form and leave the stress. So I actually am going to click on this form and just see if it's like actually Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna let her, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's kind of like how I vibe with it. Yeah, if they're in a lot of groups, I'm like kind of a little, but I don't even know how many groups I'm in because I've run 2 businesses and a VA agency at one point, and like when we were doing the VA group hacking, we were part of a lot of groups. So yeah. So when I also am posting in my Facebook group too, like hashtags are really important. And something that I've really leaned into that's actually been doing pretty well is telling a story while I post. So like these aren't working well recently, but in my Facebook group, this like did pretty well. Even things like this. And what really, really helps too, and we're going to dive into like tips and tricks, but it's like doing a block like this. Okay. Cool. We're going to go back. Okay. Another thing that you can do, so gather the emails. Another thing is the conversational questions. So the combo starters, which I'm actually going to send, you know what? I'm going to do it right now before I forget. In the group chat. I also think I probably have a list of these for you somewhere else that I can't remember. That's like not as business savvy. There you go. Okay. How do you have it connect to your Facebook so all of your okay, so yes, so I think I'm talking about that next. Yeah. So you want to tag at everyone, and then you also want to welcome new people. So if we go back to Facebook, sorry, we're gonna do a little back and forth here, guys. Okay. So here, you saw that I had like it post to grow into a CEO from Instagram. So pretty much what I do is I post all of my Instagram stuff on my personal profile. Loads. And then I actually just share it. I don't know why it won't let me. Oh, because let me go to my personal profile. Sorry. Okay. And then what I do is I just hit share, and like you could see all my stuff I've shared to grow into a CEO. So share to a group. Yep. So whenever I post on Instagram, it automatically posts on my Facebook, and then I just whenever I go on Facebook. So in addition to like posting in my Facebook group and another Facebook group every single day, right? I'll usually also share whatever I posted that day to my Facebook group. In addition, like as I said recently, I've been like doing these little stories that are working pretty well with a picture. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also make sure to pin the things that you want to sell. So my membership, my broadcast, a little bit about me. Welcome to the group. Happy June. And then I think I said this month I'm offering like, it's not even loading. We love this. I'm offering $89 to map out your content. There we go. And then I just added everyone. So you could add everyone, but not everyone saw it. And actually 2 people reached out about it, which is kind of cool. And then you in your about, say who you are and what you do. and then link your one-on-one coaching or anything along those lines. Okay. Cool. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, and then I always go in and I welcome new people and I ask them to introduce themselves on the post, and they will, and that creates engagement. So whenever you welcome them, so the way to welcome new people, I'm actually going to bring you back here. Sorry. Okay, you're going to look at your members. And literally in this corner, it has, well, right, welcome post. So then you could click that. And then you could say, boom. Okay. So that's like how I always introduce new members. Okay. And then if we go to the discussion. Boom. Cool. So welcome them, ask them what they do, share that you're a coach. So you can always share like on that member post, like just so you guys know, like I do coaching, blah, 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 whatever. Engage with your audience in lives, and at the end of every live, like you can promote something, any type of offer you have, any type of like service, tell them to follow you on other social medias. Like don't be afraid to like pitch at the end of everything you do. Okay. Whether it's offering like pitching to offer like free value, like a free content guide, right? Download my free content guide. Little things like that, that's like really important as well. You can also say, like, if you have a client on the call, oh my gosh, like, Jasmine, how's everything going? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I heard like you're having a ton of hot leads in your DM, right? Like, you can do that when people in your world are hopping on. So you can say, like, oh, you know, Betty, how's it going? Oh, I saw you drop like 5 pounds in the last month, like, right? Things like that. Okay. So, with that being said, any questions before I dive into the homework? No? Feeling good? Have a little bit of a to-do list? Excited to nurture some people? Make some connections? Easier than Instagram, right? Like, I don't know why, but like I feel like it's really hard to prospect on Instagram because you literally can't really see anything about the person other than their profile picture and their bio, right? And like I just feel like on Facebook you could see a little bit more. So homework, build your Facebook group, add in those questions that I showed you, and I will send those in the group chat as well. Here, I'm actually going to pull it back up and take a picture of it. Cool. Yeah, and then I would start to invite people and start posting content in it, start asking questions and connecting in other groups. You can also do that in your group. Okay? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? You can send in the chat. Let me know. How's it going? How are I feeling? Excited about the homework? Not very excited. Good. There's hope. Just invited like 20 people. Yes, we love that. We love that. So funny. Good. Yes. Literally, when I say like I've invited so many people, like it's so much easier to grow when you do it that way, when you just invite people too. You never know. You really never know. I had the weirdest people sign up for my fitness program. And I was like, I had no idea that this person would. I had like 3 or 4 of Matt's like friends from middle and high school. My boyfriend's friends from middle and high school sign up for my program. And two of them are still fitness clients for me. And they've been fitness clients for me for like the last 3 years. You also lost a member. Yeah. People leave. It's fine. Bye. So yeah, it's crazy like how people will really like do. And you can ask your family, ask your friends, ask your SO, invite people to my group that you think would join, you know? Yeah. Cool. And you pay them $1 per person invited. I do it if Matt was like, Arden, like, will you? I'd be like, yes, pay me. Cool. I do per joined. Yeah, so you can invite 100 people, but if only one person joins, you're getting only $1. But $1 is better than none. Cool. Sweet. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday night. And yeah, I'm excited. I'll see you next week. Keep me in the loop. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you have after this call as well as you start to incorporate stuff. I only answer Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so just make sure to double check, and I'll send this replay either tonight or tomorrow morning. All right. Bye guys.